Good morning, students.
Good morning, teacher.
How are you today?
Fine, thank you.
Sit down. Please open your book, page 59, exercise number 5. Activity book, page 59, exercise number 5. Today we are going to make an experiment. We have all equipments on the table. So before we start, what do we have? What do we have on the table? Yes?
It's 2 eggs.
2 eggs.
It's a spoon.
A spoon.
It's a bottle.
A bottle.
Drinking glass.
2 drinking glass. What else? What else?
Some salt.
Some salt. Some salt. Okay. Now I'm going to ask you some questions about these things to make some revision. Do you know what is this? What is this? Yes? It's a spoon. Right. Excellent. Okay. What is it made of? What is it made of? Yes.
It's made of metal.
It's made of metal. Thank you. Okay. Do you know what is this? Yes.
It's a bottle.
It's a bottle. Right. What is it made of? Yes.
It's made of plastic.
It's made of plastic. Okay. What's this? Yes.
It's a drinking glass.
It's a drinking glass. Right. What is it made of? Yes.
It is made of glass.
It's made of glass. Right. Right. Thank you so much. Okay. Now let's start by doing our experiment. Okay. Let me ask you a question. If you put an egg in water, what happens? Yes.
It sinks.
It sinks. Let's try. Let's put some water in the glass and it sinks. Look what happens to the egg. What happens to the egg? What happens to the egg?
It sinks.
It sinks. It sinks. Now we are going to see how can you make the egg float. How can you make the egg float by doing our experiment. Okay, I need 2 volunteers now. Okay, sorry. Before we start, what do we need to do our experiment? Who would like to read? What do you need? What do we need? Yes?
An egg.
An egg.
Water.
Water.
Some salt.
Some salt.
A drinking glass.
We have 2 drinking glasses. Okay. I need 2 volunteers to do our experiment. 2 volunteers. One is going to read the 5 steps, and the other is going to make an experiment. I need 2 volunteers. Yes, Ammar. Yes, please. Come in, please. Would you like to read the steps? Ammar is going to read the steps, and Idris, please, is going to make an experiment. That's what you need. Okay, start, please, Ammar.
Yes. Pour some water into the glass.
Okay, thank you. Now we are going to order the pictures during the experiment. What is picture number 1? What is picture number 1? Yes? Picture?
Picture 1 is this.
C. Yes, thank you. you. Okay, next step, Ammar, please go on.
But in lots of salt.
How many spoons?
About 6 large spoons.
Thank you. 6 large spoon. Okay, now he is making the second picture. What is the second picture or picture number 2? Yes, Mr.
Picture D.
Picture D. Number 2. Thank you so much. Okay, next step or third step, please, Ammar, go on.
Mix the salt into the water.
You then mix the salt into the water. Okay, before we going to move to the next picture or next step, is that right? Is that right? Is this picture number 2?
No.
No. So where is picture number 2?
Picture A.
Picture A, that's right. Because he put some salt in water. That's wrong. Excellent. Okay, now what is picture number 3? What is picture number 3?
Picture A.
Picture A. Is that right, students?
Yes.
Yes. Right. Thank you. That is right. Okay, the fourth step. Mr. Ammar, please go on.
Put more water into the glass carefully. Don't mix it.
Be careful. Don't mix it. Don't mix it. This is the fourth step. This is the fourth step. What picture is fourth step? Yes, Hamza. Picture D. Picture D. Is that right?
No.
Picture D. Is that right?
Please, no.
No. Picture Picture B. Is that right?
Yes.
So picture D is number 4. Number 4. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, the last step, number 5. Go on.
Then put the egg into the water slowly.
Okay, now. Wow. Wow, look the difference. What is picture number D? What is picture number D? Picture number D. Yes.
D. Picture D.
Picture D is number 5. Right. Okay. The last step. Okay. There is what happens to the egg?
Because salt water,
What happens to the egg?
it floats.
It floats. Do you know why?
Because salt water is heavier than normal water.
That's right. Because salt water is heavier than normal water. Okay, thank you. Sit down. Thank you. Okay. Who would you like to read from what happens to the egg? Yes.
It floats. It's a thing float.
What happens to the egg? Read it, please. What happens? What happens to the egg? The egg doesn't sink.
It floats.
It floats. Why? But you see, the salt water is heavier than
Normal water.
normal water. Okay, thank you so much. Do you have any question? Do you have any questions? Huh?
No.
No. Okay. Let's move to the exercise number 6. Read and circle. Read and circle. Yes or no? Okay. Who would like to read number 1? Who would like to read number 1? Yes, sir.
If you put an egg in normal water, it floats.
It floats.
No.
No. It floats. Why? Because it sinks, as you see. What happens? It sinks. Okay. Number 2. Number 2. Who would like to read number 2? Yes, Mahdi, please.
In the experiment, you put salt into a glass of water. Yes.
Yes, as you see, we put some salt into a glass of water. That's right. Number 3, please. Yes, Allah.
But the egg into the glass of water. Yes. No.
Put the egg into the glass of water phase. So what's the first step?
Put some water into the glass.
Put some water into the glass. That's the right answer. Okay, let's move to the sentence number 4. Who would like to read it? Yes, Ahmed.
The egg sinks in salt water.
The egg sinks in salt water.
No.
So what happens to the egg in salt water?
The float.
It floats, as you see. Thank you so much. Okay, number 5. Who would you like to read number 5, please? Yes, Ahmed.
The salt water is heavier than normal water. Yes.
Yes, that's right. The salt water is heavier than normal water, as you see. The egg, what happens to the egg in salt water?
It floats.
It floats. And in normal water,
It sinks.
it sinks. Thank you very much. Now, do you have any questions?
No.
Do you have any questions?
No.
Right?
No.
Thank you and see you next lesson in minute 30. Thank you.